We're back. We're back. We are back. Happy That was happy Monday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, guys. Sorry for our tardiness. You know how we are. We got big things going on in the back, but we appreciate you guys for waiting patiently for us. Like always, thank you for tuning in to KI Culture Radio. You know it's Freestyle Friday. Hakeem, unfortunately, Jordan's not here with us once again. But Hakeem, what's cracking like and what's cracking like and what's cracking like on this Freestyle Friday?
And remember, it's in Jordan. I'm gonna say this: feeling good, feeling great.
Yes, that's also due. And not only that, but Jordan want to to let the pretty much to let the KI Culture Radio family know that he is doing well. Him and his lovely wife Zakia, they are doing well. He's just taking one day at a time, one day at a time. So hopefully on his return very, very soon. Shout out to
Hey,
those watching us on Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch. Go right ahead, Akeem.
a former friend of mine's, bought them a card that I'm gonna send them.
Oh, that's what's up, man. That's what's
Yeah,
up. So Jordan know that he's being loved, not
he's
only
been
being
a
loved, but he also is being missed. Shout out to Mimi. Not only that, Busy Yao, and also the lovely Natasha Vincent that's in the chat, man. Mimi, you always the first one in the building. But it seems like Busy Yao was the first one in the building, today on this Friday evening. Busy Yao said, "Yo," and then right after that, Mimi came through and she said, hey y'all, hey Hakeem, Jordan, we miss you." Ronnie, happy Friday, KI Culture Radio chat. And then and then Natasha Vincent was worried. She's like, "Where is the KI Culture Radio gentleman? Being late." So I make sure to write her in the chat. Say, "Hey, we was just being late. We was just being late, but we on time, man." But shout out to you. But shout out to you guys, man. KI Culture Radio, y'all show us a lot of love. Not only that, but shout out to also Patrick that's watching us on Instagram. And not only that, thank you guys so much for tuning in on Rumble and also X. Make sure you follow. Is very important for you guys to follow. So we already know it is Freestyle Friday. So for people to understand, Freestyle Friday means that pretty much we don't got anything in order. It's pretty much we're gonna talk about whatever we're gonna talk about. I
rapid
know
fire.
time is against us because we did start it late today, but we gotta get to it. We gotta get to it. We gotta get to it. So
Shout
Hakeem,
outs. Hey, first off, shout outs to Mimi for always supporting us heavy, daily. The Shiesties Avenger do know how to pick them.
they do. Shout out to the Section Avenger. They normally go live right after this 7:30 Central Time, 8:30 Eastern Time. So I would say time is against us. So, but we're gonna go through these topics very, very quickly. There's a lot of things that's going on right now all over in the sports world, major news, and also viral moment. But we'll go right to it. So Candace Owens, pretty much, pretty much saying that artists. I can. This is crazy. She say pretty much saying that artists like Sexy Red are purposely pushing to influence black women today. Do you agree with her or do you disagree with her? Go
I
ahead,
I,
Hakeem. Play
I,
that.
agree,
Go ahead.
I agree with her 100%. We about to speak on it now.
Okay, go. We're gonna about to speak on it. Play that clip.
Not accept the conspiracy to me is to try to convince me that the times have changed and we went from, in the black community, producing Michael Jackson and Whitney Houston to what really black people really want to hear right now is Sexy Red. And so that's the reason why these record labels are going to Sexy Red and offering her a deal. I refuse to believe that. So yes, power is held by these labels when they go out, and I don't mean that as any disrespect to her. Yeah. What I am saying is that frequencies are real, okay?
Exactly.
Frequencies impact your spirit.
There's been brothels and strip clubs and stuff since the oldest profession
I'm talking about music, and you are correct, but Confucius said, listen to the music.
And you'll be able to know the
and there's a reason for that.
Society.
This people, in my viewpoint, have a lot of power in the music industry, also understand that. There is no reason to fight to put filth on the airways and then try to convince people that it's free speech.
Because it's
in fact,
profitable.
I will tell you, these people are being pushed in a certain direction. Women, you're being told, can you make it sexier? I will not accept. The conspiracy to me is to try to convince me that the times have changed and we went from, in the black community, producing Michael Jackson and Whitney Houston to what really black people really want to hear right
now. So Hakeem, do you agree? Busy Al say he don't even like Sexy Red music. Never heard of.
I agree with her 100%. So look at this. I tell people this all the time. I grew up in the 80s. I grew up listening to R&B. I don't know why R&B is dead because a lot of people don't focus on love anymore. But look at Patti LaBelle. Look at Sade. Look at the girls of that time. Even look at Neo Soul. They dressed conservative, moderately. They were talking about love, building a
True.
family. Now, Sexy Red talking about gonorrhea.
Mm.
She talking about this. Yes, they pushing y'all to over sexualize. They're trying to turn everybody to Sandra Bartman.
Mm.
This is who you call. This is who you call a an example, a leader for little girls. She telling you to shake that ass and mess with scammers and drug dealers. Come on, man, I'm good.
No, but on that note, you do make a good point because I remember having a conversation with a friend of mine about the simple fact how back in the day, music you should teach men about game on how to talk to women and how to be very influenced, romantic, and being that lovey-dovey type. Now, I mean, today is telling men to be more aggressive with women, treating women like crap, and don't even know how to. They're not even teaching men how to do romance anymore. There is some guys that still doing it, like Chris Brown, Ron Wave, and some others, but the number is very small compared to how it was back in the days. But now this today's generation you have Sexy Red, who's very highly been promoted of that ratchet culture. But ratchet culture been around for a very long time, but it's just like it's been very pushed on a higher scale because it's very marketable. That's what
Mm-hmm.
it is. It's all about market. It's very marketable, and they're trying to say, okay, what's gonna sell more to the audience? And Sexy Red got that image that's selling to the audience right now at this current moment. That rebellious state twerking all over the place. So women are gravitate to it, and that's the image they want to promote, especially when it comes to the aspect of black women.
It's so sad that you say that though, because you're
It is.
100% right. And um, this is why I say it's changed even from the 2000s. Because I remember listening to Jill Scott, India Re,
Mm-hmm.
Love Music Soul Child, Vivian Green, Melanie Fiona. These women looked at like real women. They talked about being wives. They sung about loving. They sung about taking care of their man. They was dressed modestly. You know what I mean? India Re had the wrap over her head and had the baby wrapped around her back. I never even imagined thinking about looking at India Re with her titties out. I like, damn, this is what a wife look like? Lord, send me one of them. With the dreads. Dark skin. Chocolate.
That was the dreads.
Yeah, with the dreads. Send me one of them with the dreads. Chocolate. But now you got tattoos on your chest, ass you're shaking. You don't leave no room for us to even desire.
That's crazy, my friend. That is crazy. That it. But you ain't lying though. But you speaking the truth, bro. That is crazy, man. Go
Look
right
at this.
ahead.
Today's women, we can't even take home to our mama. And if you tell a woman that, she say, forget your mama. She'll say, forget your mama. I say, a lot of us who come from good homes, our mother set a benchmark. So if you come in here with your assets, Shonen, how are you even a woman? When my mother go to church in her Sunday's finest, when my sister go to church in her Sunday's finest.
That's not the image they want to portray right now on social media. They want that ratchet. That ratchet.
Ass shaking fast, you know I'm bad.
And you ain't lying, but that's the one they promoting right now, man. Shout out to those that's watching us right now on X. We got like 34 people watching us right now on X, man. We really do greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for tuning in. Shout out to those watching us on Rumble and also Instagram and Facebook. You know we love you. We love you guys for always tuning in every time we go live, man. Last show we did, man, the numbers was up.
The numbers was up. We love you.
Appreciate it.
Twitter, do us a favor. Please subscribe to those Twitter's account, Ronnie Ron and Chaos Culture Radio. Please subscribe to us. We bring in good content. We love y'all. We're not playing games here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So on other news, hip hop. Jordan's not here for hip hop, so I gotta, it ain't the same without Jordan, man. It ain't the same. But Tank say R&B isn't dead, Hakeem. Remember, we was just talking about that right now. R&B isn't dead. That's what Tank said. So go ahead, Hakeem, play that soundbite. Shout out to Mr. Muhammad, that's also in the building. Blessings be upon you, my good sir.
Okay, hold on. Oh yeah, you gave me two. Hold on one.
No, it's the one where you see where it say Tank say hip hop isn't dead. It's a small clip by Master P.
All
You
right.
should.
Oh wait, it
With
has
a
a
woman
girl.
on the couch.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Woman on the couch. Yes, that's right. In the times of Vincent, no matter where they at, make sure they hit the like button.
Shout outs to my half brother Muhammad. Peace be upon you.
Feel now about the conversation around like your Adeles and your like Sam Smith when he came out and them being the face of R&B and not necessarily us anymore?
Well, the only thing that R&B is lost is its positioning in terms of the mainstream, in terms of what's promoted. But that's not because of the music itself. It's because the message is no longer mainstream. Love is no longer mainstream.
Yep.
So before, we were all about love. We were all about togetherness. We were all about family. And then the crack came in.
Yeah.
Then the pimping got heavy. And then the gang culture got heavy.
Yeah.
And so now what became mainstream for us, our everyday conversation, was stealing, killing, and destroying.
Yep.
Right.
So if you listen to the music that's mainstream now, it reflects the topic of our conversation.
Right. Right.
So that's what changed. It's not that the music is gone.
He's right.
Music is there.
dropping it.
It's not that the artists are gone. The artists are there.
Yeah.
But in terms of what we are gravitating to, the monster feeds the demand.
Yep. Yep.
The monster doesn't dictate the demand. The people dictate the demand.
What do you feel now about the conversation around like your Adeles?
Boy, he dropped gems upon gems. Go ahead, Hakeem, your commentary.
Listen, we talked about this all day. I'm a big R&B fan. Big R&B fan. D'Angelo, classic album, Brown Sugar.
Yes, facts.
Raphael Sadiq. I can keep going. He said, right, we don't focus on love no more. We focus on, who is that speaking? That was Tank. That was Tank. He was in Muhammad, he was in a group with Tyrese, and who else was he? What was it, Genuine?
Yeah, Genuine. It was him, Genuine, and Tyrese.
They was in like a super group. But here's the thing. The artists are here. R&B artists can't even blow up because we want to listen. Ray Mack got hit with it in his melon. Ray Mack got hit in his head in his two in his melon. I do the shot like Beckham. I had to go Google who was Ray Mack. When I found out, it was a 15-year-old Dominican boy who was sitting in the Uber, and that song is blowing him. We feed destruction. We want to blame the label. Blame the audience. Y'all want to listen to Distracted. Ray Mack got hit in his melon. I shoot the shot like Beckham. This is a gang song. Love Sosa, I don't like. Trackhawks and the Hellcats. Y'all listen to that. I'm old. I still listen to Jill Scott on my way home. I still listen to On My Way Home. Ray Mack got hit in his head with this melon. I shoot the shot like Beckham. This is what you like? How that gonna look 20 years from now? You talking about unaliving somebody. Y'all goofies. I hate you niggas. I want to put each and every one of you drill rappers in prison. Goofy.
Ain't gonna make a difference. It's just like you're gonna create more drill rappers because like, prison. Man, so, remember some drill rapper promote prison is cool.
Hey,
you're
right. But listen here. You know what? I went statistic with most drill rappers don't survive till next summer. Because Ray Mack got hit in his head. And listen, R.I.P. to Ray Mack. R.I.P. to Ray Mack. I seen the clip when they spoke about his mother, the Dominican woman. First off, we're Dominican too. Let's just get that straight. We love the Dominican family. They're our family. So when I seen her, I looked at the lady that he was my mom, and the young boy could have been my son. The young Dominican boy in the Uber. They turned that into $1 million song, and we here going to clubs. Ray Mack got hit in his melon. Okay, go ahead, brother.
That's how you gonna close right back. You going deep, and then you just ran back out here in this middle.
Yeah.
I don't know. You see White High's comment. White High's comment when you're talking about how no love making for the.
Oh my God. He said the stylistics. Listen, that's baby making music. The stylistics, no more slow dancing at the club. You right. It's shaking. Listen, it ain't no more slow dancing and grinding. We go straight to the bathroom with no condoms. Why?
No, but that's true.
Yeah.
It's true. That was like back in the day when you listen to like music like Ray Charles, The Temptations, and all
Oh
those.
my
They were
God.
teaching men how to perform as men, and how the R&B would teach men all how to talk to women, especially when the woman's feeling down, when the woman's feeling insecure. It would help you. I listen to a lot of old school R&B, so I'm telling you,
Oh yeah.
I listen to Tank, the Tyrese, and all of them. So
Oh yeah.
it
That's
is a
our
different
era.
style of music. It is today. It's totally different. So R&B isn't dead. It's just like you say, Hakeem is not being pushed, but now you have like people like Chris Brown and Ron Wade. Why do you think them two are doing so good right now?
Yeah.
Because they're like the only two that's really promoting that R&B old school style. Even though sometimes Ron Wade sometimes go off key with too much of the pain music, but when he goes in, when he talking about love making, making love to a woman, women loves it.
Yeah.
So
No,
I think we need
right.
to bring that back. I would say not Tyrese, sorry. Tank is 110% correct. We have to keep it going, man. I don't think it's not dead. It's just that we have to bring it back. We have to.
We need it. I listen to neo soul R&B playlists. I'm a grown man. If that, then I listen to some Jeezy. I don't mind the drug dealer music.
But Jeezy's not that bad though.
No, he's
It's
not that bad.
He's not that bad. I'm a Jeezy fan, so it's not that bad. No.
Classic music. Classic music.
BZI was giving a lot of drill rappers name. King Von, XS Tentacion,
Yeah.
Tupac,
Pop Smoke.
Pop Smoke.
And listen, Busy Out, you're a little young. We got to remove Pac name. He wasn't a drill rapper. He was a revolutionary. He was a revolutionary, brother. Listen. Listen. That's my generation. Tupac was a revolutionary. He wrote poem books.
Okay, what about NWA? Was they drill rappers?
No, there wasn't drill rappers. They started gangster music. Listen, if you listen to the early music of NWA, and listen here, that's Muhammad's era. He can really talk about that. That music was somewhat speaking about the experience young black men was going through in LA, Los Angeles. Different time, different place, above my pay grade. Gang culture, I'm not going to speak on it. LA can speak on it. Shout outs to the LA gangs. I don't support y'all. I do not support y'all. I'd rather give everybody a gang enhancement. But shout outs to y'all. Listen, I got a Malcolm X shirt. I'm a revolutionary. I'm not no gangster.
Facts.
I'm not no gangster. I'm about saving the babies. I'm about saving the babies. If you throw in this and that, we're not the same.
I love that shirt though. That's a fly shirt. I ain't gonna
lie. You see, I got the Malcolm X shirt. I'm not here to play with none of you gang members. I'm not here to play, and I'm not scared. I'll go to court and testify. I
rock with that microwave. The microwave. Malcolm X said, shout out to those watching us right now on X. We got 60 people watching us on X. Guys, make sure you follow on X. Make sure you follow. Don't forget to follow. Now watching us, but don't forget to follow. We really do greatly appreciate it. As I got the Malcolm X shirt. People watching us on X.
And listen, they watching us on X. I'm wearing the X shirt. It's X Day.
Shout out to those watching us on Instagram, Facebook, Kick, and also Twitch. Make sure you follow. It's so very important. Rumble, we can't forget you guys on Rumble. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And also, we love YouTube. YouTube, where we started from. So YouTube, we thank you guys so much for the love. Oh, speaking on Ron Wave, Hakeem, well, the clip we're about to play right now, Ron Wave is getting tired of his homeboys keep sending him pics when it comes to sports gambling. He's tired of it. He is tired. He's frustrated because right now sports gambling is on an all-time high. Everybody pretty much got the sports gambling app. People are going crazy with it. And Ron Wave, he's sick of it. Go right ahead, play that clip.
Bro, I'm so tired of these niggas talking about locks every day. Oh, brother, boy, we finna bet. Oh, brother, he finna throw for this many yards. Brother, I like this. Damn, brother, we would have bet. We would have won 10,000. Damn, brother, you would have bet. We would have won 40,000. But I don't want to hear that shit no more, bro. You niggas, all you niggas around me, bro. You niggas not gonna bet, bro. Put the lots in, come get me. We can load up on that shit. Put 100,000 on that shit. You ain't gonna come get me with your lots, man. Stop talking to me about that shit. I don't want to hear about that shit no more, bro.
There you have it, Hakeem. He's tired. He's frustrated. Hakeem, your commentary
Bro, I'm
right
so
now, the
tired.
sports betting being on an all-time high. Not only that, but Juan Wade frustration with his homeboy keeps sending him locks.
There's a quote I remember: "A
What?
fool and his money shall soon part." And it seemed like our brothers and sisters in our community want to get rich fast, when instead of trying to get rich slow. Everybody who's watching me, X, Rumble, all that, please stay away from gambling. Nobody never got rich. The quicker you spend, the quicker you lose. That's not investment advice. That's life advice. You're better off taking each and every dollar and putting in an S&P 500, and you'll be a millionaire 10 years from now.
Yes.
The rates, and statistically, the S&P has beaten any investor you might think you want to call a put, a shot, a clear. Is this not rocket scientists? You feel what I'm trying to say? Compound interest, drip, and that's it. And this is not investment advice.
Speaking on that, Hakeem, you do make a good point. Gambling. If you ask even if you ask the person that right now that's a professional gambler, they'll tell you most people who do sports gambling, the odds of them winning is very, very low. Of them winning.
Yeah.
Now the odds of them losing is very, very high. So that's trying to show you that you're not gonna make big money on gambling. But the way you're saying, Hakeem, the way you're saying how you invest your money in the S&P 500, you invest your money on property, you invest your money on land. That's how you build generational wealth. But building your generational wealth on gambling is not gonna happen. Now I understand, because sometimes I gamble for fun. Sometimes you gamble for fun. You talking to your homeboy like, hey, let's say we're gonna win $5 here, $1 here, there. It's not gonna really hurt you. But it's coming to a point that you got people now are betting their checks, losing their check, now going to their baby mama asking her for a few dollars, knowing that she's struggling herself. So that's the issue we're having in today. And I think Ron Wade, for someone who does have money, is telling you how tired and frustrated he is. He say, hey, if you're gonna do your locks, go ahead, do your locks, send it to me later, and I'm thinking about if I'm gonna put in. But they send it to every day. Go right ahead.
Why high?
That's true. It is true. It's everywhere.
You hit these points at the right point always. ESPN pushing gambling out all the time. You got Drewski pitching the Picks app.
Yep.
Pushing people to lose their money. Nobody's sending people to E-Trade or Scott Trade to invest. This is the problem with Earn Your Leisure was doing it. Earn Your Leisure went Hollywood. And you see what happened to them. We don't hear about them guys no more. They don't even come on my algorithm. In theory, they had a good idea, but application and delivery was wrong. Brothers and sisters, please don't let this generation and the next generation be penniless, brothers. You don't think it's a reason why they're pushing gambling apps? Because they know you want to be rich so fast. You don't get rich like that. Rich takes time. Slow and steady wins the race. All these kids you see driving Urises on internet, they're renting cars. Nobody really has these things.
Preach on it.
You feel me trying to say?
I only see the thousand visitors conversation. I did my first sports bet. It was Mike Tyson fight. I lost $30. Never again.
Thank you. I love you. Thank you.
The Tyson's crazy.
You see, listen, this is our queen here. And she's telling you.
Hey, Mimi, it's true. People will lose their money on sports bet and go to their baby mama and ask for money. I'm telling you.
Oh my God.
Firsthand. I know somebody personally that does it. Hakeem's on fire.
Yeah,
Hakeem's on fire. He fired today. He's fed up.
Listen, and I'm only saying this of a child of an immigrant watching my mother pitching and putting pennies saving up. Her savings bought her a house. Her savings put people through school. Her minor understanding of investments got her to where she is right now, which I translate and took it to another level. I'm telling you, family, it's not how much you make, it's what you do with your money. And wasting your money stock betting, you're going to cry every day when you get older and you need 1.2, 2.3 million to retire. We are the generations where we're going to need $4 to $5 million to retire. There's not going to be a such thing as a retirement for Ron or me. That's over with. That's done. That's done. It's my mother's generation that gets Social Security. We're over. What are you going to do? S&P 500. S&P 500. S&P 500.
Boy, Hakeem, you on fire, man. I don't know what happened to you. I know we were like 30 minutes late, but God, no, you was holding it.
Listen, I had a pep talk with Seville and Muhammad before I got here. I had a pep talk with Muhammad. He said, I'm a leader. I got to come here speaking facts and not speaking out my butt. I love y'all.
No, but true that. Why, how, McAfee and Shannon Sharp, those, remember the gambling world is $1 trillion company. They're gonna make sure they promote gambling heavy, and that's why the kids today are hooked.
Hey,
and now that the gambling, the all-time high for gambling addiction is ridiculous. Go ahead.
Can I make you laugh? All these gambling apps are traded on the stock market.
Oh yeah, I know that. Yeah,
all
FanDuel, DraftKings, Caesar, they all in the stock market. Yep.
Picks, all these, just as well as prisons. They're all traded on the stock market. We are property. We are all commodities for people to buy, sell, and trade, people.
But remember, I told her the PhD, but she just, remember, I told her that. I said, we are the property of the United States. She's like, no, we are that way. We are.
Listen, the healthcare bet on who's going to get sick next year. It's an actual calculation algorithm they got on how they do it, and they have to make sure that they bring money to their stockholders.
Correct.
So all these things are algorithms. You think it's a coincidence that they're pushing gambling? I still ain't want to gamble.
Yeah, it's in the algorithm now. It's in the algorithm.
Yeah.
They push
Shout out to On Your Spotlight.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to On Your Spotlight, Chicago's finest.
And speaking about money, Hakeem, Bitcoin broke the all-time records as 100K. You know we love to talk about money over here. So let's play that clip at what's his name? Kevin O'Leary talks about pretty much Bitcoin pretty much hit that 100K.
Trump has tapped crypto advocate Paul Atkins to head up the Securities Exchange Commission. Mr. Wonderful, otherwise known as Kevin O'Leary, joins me now. Kevin, looks to me like this is the Trump Bitcoin rally. Are you buying more or are you selling some?
I'm in a dilemma, Stuart. This move is
not financial
almost
advice.
Unprecedented in how fast it's occurred, but it's not just Bitcoin. You've got some of the blockchain technologies that were just left aside for so long that have exploded to the upside. HBAR it went up 40, 50, 60% this week in anticipation of policy coming out of both the SEC and the CFTC. Institutions are talking about these technologies now in a way that they didn't because they never thought they'd come to fruition. And so the whole crypto community is trying to figure out what's next. We think Bitcoin is the granddaddy of allocation to sovereign wealth. And, we're anticipating the SEC to put some rules out on this right after Trump takes over. So you've got a tremendous amount of demand here. Now, the challenge is most institutions have some regulatory boundaries. For example, no more than 5% in any one position or 21 or 20% in any one sector. And we're breaching those left and right 24/7 because we're having massive moves. And so the compliance departments are squeezing managers' heads every day trying to figure this out.
It's fascinating, but by the sound of it, you think it's going higher still, up and beyond 102,
yes.
103,000. That's what it sounds like.
I don't think right now the charts have no resistance, so it's anybody's guess. I want to call out something that happened yesterday on your show regarding digital technologies that is a derivative of it, because I've been getting a ton of people sending me the link to that interview you did with Danielle Smith from Alberta, when she dropped that bomb that she has 200 trillion cubic feet of natural gas. That's all power. That's what that is. And that's what we need for Bitcoin mining. We need for AI data centers. I mean, she's coming out blasting there, Stuart. That was pretty interesting.
Yeah,
Very
it was a big deal. We've invited her onto the show when she comes to America for the inauguration in D.C. We've invited her to come on the show in New York City. You might come and meet her.
Well, she's my new special friend if she's got that much energy, and she's going to be getting a lot of phone calls from other people just like me. I can guarantee you that.
Well, come on in and see her. Kevin, I'm sorry I'm out of time, but we'll see you again real soon. Mr. O'Leary, thank you, sir.
Take care.
Shout out to Mr. O'Leary for that breakdown. Of course, the Bitcoin, for those that don't understand what Bitcoin is, make sure you sit with a financial advisor. And also, there's some good people on YouTube who also break down the aspect of Bitcoin. Hakeem, before you give your commentary on Kevin O'Leary about Bitcoin, Mr. Muhammad asked a question. He said, explain what S&P is, bro. People don't know what that is. Go right ahead, Hakeem.
Okay.
S&P 500.
I guess I'm gonna take y'all to church today. All right, and the S&P 500 is a stock exchange where it's 500 of the biggest companies. It's a market index measuring the performance of 500 U.S. companies. And if you all know, a lot of y'all might want to go invest overseas, and then U.S. companies still dominates. And this is why people overseas still vet. So statistically, go look at Ray Dalio and all this. This is not something that I'm just talking out my butt. Or you can go to many of the YouTubers on here. They always go to the S&P 500. A lot of y'all who want to promote day trading, they don't make money like that. Even the S&P 500 beats the best day traders. But it measures the performance of 500 of the best companies here. NVIDIA, Apple, Google, Microsoft, Facebook. These companies are like that. Procter & Gamble. You know what I mean? You might hear these names, Gillette, and these things like that.
Correct. And then also your thoughts on Kevin O'Leary talking about Bitcoin hitting 100K.
Me, Ron, Jordan, we've been pro Bitcoin, pro cryptocurrency, pro blockchain here. There's many shows we have done this. Kevin O'Leary has been pro Bitcoin, he's always been ahead of the time.
Mm-hmm.
I've already 10x my investment on Bitcoin. 10x my investment. 10x my investment on Shiba Inu. 10x my investment on XRP. 10x my investment on Polygon. I could keep going. Trump has set a way to embrace this new technology. We as people here need to embrace the technology. A lot of us young, black, and intelligent. We cannot be scared. The next 30 years is going to set a precedent for your kids, and generations become. This time, the sun should not set on black people. The only way that's going to happen, you have to embrace Bitcoin. You have to embrace cryptocurrency, blockchain technology. There's going to be the biggest transfer of wealth. And let me not say black people only. My Mexican brothers, Juancito, my Polish brothers, Russians, the Russians already got their hands on it. But Americans, my Louisiana Arcadians, the Mississippians, Bitcoin is going to now allow people to have access to money now. Cryptocurrency is already shaping the African continent who's embracing it. Look at El Salvador, where Bukele's, their currency is Bitcoin. Their trade spend money on Bitcoin. Their money is, he made the biggest investment by buying over 50 million. He's already triple X his money. Triple X the country's wealth. Bukele's in El Salvador took the money and bought Bitcoin and tripled. He is too smart for his own good. So I'm telling you people, as my people, and I'm talking about good, great Americans, white, black, yellow, whatever. We need to embrace the future. We cannot be scared anymore. We got to get our kids involved. We got to get our women involved. We got to get the baby boomers. On
a spot live, she said, "Well, are you holding? What's the play now that they're up? The play now is that they are continue to put your money in there. Of course, it's not financial advice. Of course, do your own personal research and also sit with your own financial advisor. But to me, just leave your money in there like it's a savings account and take out whenever you want to take out. If you're trying to buy something."
To answer Miss On the Spot Live, the young lady, I do dollar cost averaging. I buy a little bit every time I get paid, and I hold. I've never spent those money. It's just
there. Don't think you're spending. You keep it as a savings account.
I just keep it as a savings account. Mm-hmm. I'm not saving. I'm buying it for the next generation. That's what it's all about. We got to think 200 to 300 years later. I want ships with my name on it in space. I want my descendants to be conquerors of planets. The only way I can do that is to invest. I want land with my name on it, towns. White folks do it every day. White folks plan for 2-3 generations. We plan for next Saturday.
And I would say sit with someone that really is good with cryptocurrency. I'm not really someone that's really good, and I'm still doing my research. But you see when you start seeing like big name investors start investing in Bitcoin, that's when you need to really start doing your research and say, okay, why are they investing in Bitcoin? Because one person, right now you got Donald J. Trump who putting right now $5 million into Bitcoin. Why? Because I mean, money itself, paper money, is going to pretty much change. It's not going to be the same anymore. So I would say sit with the financial advisors and find out where you want to put your money in for a long term. Not only that, but shout out to all the new subscribers that's in the chat. I see right now, Bobby. Shout out to Bobby that's in the chat, and also what's the other one? Is it Marlene or
Maureen Callahan? Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, well, thank you for coming on all the new subscribers. Shout out to those watching on X. We got 80 people watching us right now on X. Shout out to you guys watching on. Make sure you follow. Shout out to the 5 people right now watching us on Rumble. Shout out to those watching us on Instagram and also Facebook. We really do greatly appreciate you guys. You know, Twitter. You already know we love Twitter. Now that but Twitch. We can't forget you guys too. Make sure you follow. It's so very, very important. I am Joe. Shout out to you. I am Joe. That's also in the building. A new subscriber. Never seen him before. Shout out to you, big dog, for coming through. I just say it right now.
Yeah.
I am Joe. We just gave you a shout out.
And shout out to Paige. I am Joe's sister-in-law. But I wanted to peace to
and also Ivy Wody. Also
shout out to Ivy Wody. Family.
That's also in the building.
So I wanted to answer Bob's Rush question. Do you think Bitcoin would continue in value? So
yes.
Bitcoin is no different than like any other currency. You know, the dollar goes up and down, just like gold, just like copper, just like all this.
Silver.
Silver. So this is a new currency. This is a new technology. Correct. People are always going to be scared. So we're still trying to figure these things out. Now, mind you, for a lot of people don't know, go read the New York Times. We just got a Bitcoin BTF approved. We got an Ethereum ETF being approved. So yes, it's going to go up in value. I think this is going to go up into the millions. Yeah. So the best thing to do now, not financial advice, consult a financial advisor, not me. I would hold a little Bitcoin, even just $100. Even if it's just
just put it in there. Just leave it.
Put it in there.
Even just in there. And don't touch it.
Don't touch it. You should be investing anyway, and you should have a diverse portfolio: stocks, Bitcoin, property, royalties, intellectual properties. You should be investing in all these things. Go ahead, brother.
But shout out to Busy Eyes. I remember you guys had 1.49K subscribers. Now y'all 1.56K subscribers. Yeah, we've been putting in the work.
Yeah,
we've been putting in the work, and we're gonna continue to put in the work and give you guys good content and also Training News, man. Shout out to you guys for always tuning in, watching us every time we go live. And not only that, subscribing, hitting that like button, and also following for you guys watching us right now on X, Rumble, Kick, and also Twitch. Shout out to you guys, and also Instagram too, to make sure you guys follow so you never miss when we go live. But shout out to you, Bobby, for that great question. That was a great question. But
Bob.
moving on, sports. Boy, oh boy, sports is getting good. We got two news for sports. One of them, of course, is the Detroit Lions. Of course, Jordan's not here, but I know he would love to talk about his Detroit Lions right now. They clutch the #1 seed right now in their division. So they pretty much in the playoff. Doesn't matter, win or lose, doesn't matter at this point. They're in there and they got the #1 seed. Shout out to the Detroit Lions. We're gonna talk about that shortly because Dan Cameron pretty much we had a motivational speech after the game, so we're gonna click that. And also Devontae, Davis.
Baltimore.
They say next year he's retiring. So Hakeem, let's play that clip with the Detroit Lions first, and then we'll go with the Devontae Davis talking about his retirement.
Freaking proud of you, man. That's the way to show up. You talk about pressure, we live in pressure. That's where we freaking thrive. You did it again. All right? It doesn't matter who's playing for us. It doesn't matter what's going on. You always find a way to win. This has been in the making, man. This has been in the making. All right? We were all supposed to be here together, man. We're destined for this. Just stay the course. So freaking proud of you, man. That's the way to show up.
You can't lose. You can't lose with a coach like that.
No, you
he
can't.
Is on fire. You cannot lose with a coach like that. Go right ahead, Hakeem. Your commentary on the Detroit Lions clutching the #1 seed.
We got to give the city of Detroit credit. This is what I want Dan Cameron. Shout outs to Dan Cameron. Shout outs to the Detroit Lions. Y'all deserve where y'all at. Y'all putting in the work. But I got to give Detroit credit. I got to give Michigan its credit. Michigan showing up, showing out every day. Detroit Lions fans showing up, showing out. They are the fuel to why the Detroit Lions is why they're. They are the fuel. Some of them diehard Detroit fan, diehard Lincoln Lions fan, just like Jordan. He's a Lions fan and he's all the way in California. So Detroit, stand up, give yourself a clear. Fill those seats up. Fill those seats up. Buy those jerseys. Give those guys, give those guys on the Detroit Lions a reason to go bring y'all Super Bowl home. Detroit been getting a bad rap. We need to change the narrative now. Detroit is a wonderful city, a great place to live, to raise kids. Now we about to bring a Super Bowl home.
I ain't gonna lie. I gotta give Detroit I gotta give Detroit their respect, man. Detroit haven't been stopped when they've been on fire, and I see why they on fire. It's because of that coach, Dan Cameron. He comes in, he motivates the team. Win or lose, he's gonna motivate the team, and he gives the team that encouragement, that fire to keep on pushing and keep pushing through. That's the type of coach and leadership every team should have, especially the Cowboys, the 49ers. Everybody should look up to Dan because I think he's gonna win Coach of the Year.
Yeah,
he's gonna win Coach of the Year because the way he motivated that team, a team that came in shaky, and I don't know, 2 years ago nobody thought they were gonna be where they at today. So shout out to the Detroit Lions. I know Jordan right now, he's celebrating right now with his team, and they deserve it. All the wins they got, they deserve it. My 49ers ain't really doing too hot because of injuries, but Detroit, they prize of winning that championship for Detroit, for the city of Detroit. Let's see how that happens. Detroit is rising. It is. Detroit's coming back. Remember, that was Motor City back in the day.
Motor City.
Back in the day, that was Motor City. So now we got to put respect on Detroit. But moving forward on the boxing world, so Devontae Davis saying he's retiring, Hakeem. I don't know how true that is, but he said that on a recent conference about his fight coming up, I think next year in March 2025. Play that clip. Somebody did a commentary of him pretty much stating that he's about to retire next year.
Hold on. Okay.
You should see it. It should be underneath. You see it?
Let's see.
Tank Davis revealed that he will be retiring from the sport of boxing by the end of 2025. So during the press conference for his upcoming fight against Lamont Roach, Gervonta Davis revealed that he will hang up his gloves by the end of next year, and that his upcoming fight against Lamont Roach will be the first of his last 3 fights, and then after that, it's game over. Tank Davis explained that he really just wants to live a quiet and normal life. According to the Baltimore native, he will most likely focus on building his real estate portfolio and try to separate himself from the spotlight. This is what he said, and I quote, "I'll probably be building my real estate portfolio, just separating myself from the limelight. I just want to be able to make money and stay out of the way. That's it. I want to be living my life without being seen." Reactions to these revelations were somewhat mixed. While some people approached these comments from Tank in a somewhat humanistic and thoughtful way, others were not as sold and said that this is nothing more but a page from the Floyd Mayweather playbook. Gervonta Tank Davis revealed.
How came your commentary on that? Do you think he's doing this out of one of the pretty much the same blueprint like Floyd Mayweather did when he
No,
retired?
I think I believe Gervonta Davis. I think he's
Me too.
I think he's smarter than a lot of people take him for. I think he maybe studied the game a little bit better and see what happened to former boxers. I haven't heard anything negative about him frivolously spending or tricking and stuff like that. I know he's a father. He has 2 daughters. He mentions that avidly. And he wants to, for him to say, "I want to build up my real estate portfolio," says that he's in the right track. But another thing, people, y'all need to take, boxing is a dangerous game. Most of the boxers who's been in there long enough all end up with some sort of brain damage. Look what happened to Muhammad Ali at his tender old age. He barely lifted up his hand from taking so many blows in his head. These guys are not dumb. They don't want to end up like a vegetable. This is the Colosseum and this is Rome. We love seeing people beat up on each other. At what cost? At the cost of you being an egg, a fried egg, or a mashed potato? Money's not
Fried
everything.
egg.
Yeah.
But that's true though. Muhammad Ali, you saw what happened with him when it came to the aspect of his mind and his brain, how his thing was functioning. So it was a very, very sad situation when it came to Muhammad Ali. But now we got to be careful with that boxing. Go right ahead.
Look at George Foreman. He quit just in time. He's over 60, functioning well, worth almost $1 billion because of the George Foreman grill. He wasn't dumb, and he's a country boy. A lot of these people know that boxing is not the end goal. And if you're still chasing this money, and I know y'all like, the Don King era is over. The Don King era is over. A lot of these guys are keeping a lot of their money. A lot of these young guys are investing their money. Gervonta Davis is one of them. I could see him being as wealthy as Floyd later on just through investments. The fact that he wants to get out and stay out the way, that sounds like a Baltimore thing. Stay out the way. You know what I mean? Make money and just stay out the way. Let's go.
I agree. And Devonta Davis doing a good move. He's retiring right now, pretty much being undefeated. He goes in the ring. They say he's like a smaller version of Mike Tyson in his prime. So I think he's at the right place. He's hot. He's popping. Good way to retire, and now time to build your wealth for your legacy and also for your children. I think he's doing a good play call. Even if it's one of Mayweather playbook and he's following that route, yes or nay, I think he's going in the right direction, man. Shout out to King Rooster. That's also
Rooster
in the building. Shout out to you, Big Dog, for also being in the building. We're trying to move it quickly before we go to the main topic of the show. Randy Moss. People already know right now he normally do his thing when it comes to football afternoon. I think he normally be on ESPN. He talk about football, stuff like that. He's stepping down because of his mental health situation. How can you play that clip of Randy Moss stepping down?
Definitely.
Of ESPN for a short period of time to get his mental health situated.
NFL Hall of Famer Randy Moss will be stepping away for an extended time from ESPN's Sunday NFL Countdown due to a personal health challenge. This is from ESPN reporting. Sunday, Moss revealed to fans that he was dealing with this health challenge and told men to go and get their blood checked. Now, he did not say what health issue he's battling with, and we don't want to speculate, but in a statement, ESPN said that they give Moss their full support and, quote, "We look forward to welcoming him back when he is ready."
Hakeem, your commentary on Randy Moss stepping down to get a break.
Run. I don't know if I should do this because you talk about this all the time. Maybe you should finish this. There's nothing for me. I need you to just say what you've been saying on this show.
No, but I've been saying it all the time. Sometimes you just need a break. You work hard to get where you at right now, but sometimes your mind just need a break. So I understand Randy Moss. Remember Randy Moss? He was on the Patriots. He was on the Vikings. List goes on and on and on and on. He's a legend that never stopped running and never stopped moving. But for him to say, "Hey, I need to take a break. I need to get my mind together," shout out to him because I think more black men do need to take a break like that. Go right ahead.
But I also want you to reiterate what you've been saying on the show. Randy Moss went to go get his blood work. He was telling black men to go get checked up.
Yeah, go
Always
get
say
checked.
that.
I already do. Like black men, we don't go to the doctors enough, and I think we need to make a strong advocate of telling black men you need to go get checked. Go get your mental health check and also get your life check as well. Because yeah, pretty much Bob, that's facts. To avoid a burnout. He's being burned out because remember ESPN is a very high, especially when it comes to football, high intense job. So I think he coming in there knowing that how high intense job it is. He said, "Hey, I just need a break, and I'll come back when my mind is put together." But shout out to him taking the step and say, "Hey, I need to take a break. I need to work on my mental health, and not only that, but going to the doctors as well." Go right ahead, Hakeem. Any final thoughts before we move forward?
He said, Bob Rush said, avoid burnout. It's a big thing. We have to take time for ourselves and have to make sure we take time for our family. This is kind of the reason why he retired. He said, I need to go for my babies. I remember the Hall of Fame speech. You know what I mean? And I think people, Ron, my brother Ron said this to me, and he always tell me this because I overwork myself, and a lot of y'all do. He always say, hey, you need to enjoy your life. You need to take time, enjoy your life. Enjoy your loved ones. Take time for the people you love. It's not all about money. And he's walking away from $1 million, $2 million job. And it doesn't matter. He said, I probably haven't been in the DRs in 10 years. I need to go. Most definitely.
Yeah, take an opportunity to go. And remember, sometimes your job give you enough benefits so you can go to the doctor. You don't really have to come out of pocket.
He said,
this is a mental health concern, not a mental. It probably is. Who knows?
Yeah.
Whatever he did, he still did the right call and say, "Hey, I need to step away and to deal with that."
Yeah.
Because remember, football, all those years, running up and down the field, taking all those hits, especially at the time when NFL was very, very physical than what it is today. Go ahead, do what you got to do, Randy Moss. Shout out to him. Kudos to him as well. Oh man, Hakeem, I didn't want to talk about this, but we have to talk about this because it talk about the stupidity of the hip hop culture, especially these young guys. So you have what's his name? Oh, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, folks. This the guy named um Jackie Boy. There you go. Jackie Boy literally came to Broward County, his own time, Broward County, because he wanted some Haitian food, Hakeem. But then while he over there in Broward County, he called out his ops to go meet him at the restaurant. Go ahead, Hakeem, play that clip. Show the audience. Shout out to Jackie Boy. He's not that one.
Oh no,
it's at the bottom. It's before the Randy Moss. That one.
All right, let's go.
Let's stop by get some Haitian food. To know your way. One thing about Jack could die about some Haitian food. I'm a real Zoe now. I'm a real ice now. Whenever you in the Noya, with my folks. Right here off campus. Like 3 minutes from the crib. Y'all got about 3 minutes. Go! Got 3 minutes. Got 3 minutes. Go! Man.
You see the craziness, Hakeem?
Yeah.
Hey, but yeah, my people, I ain't gonna lie, that Haitian food gas. That Haitian food is to die for, you hear me? Fuck with my folks. Their Haitian food is to die for. Yes, sir. You know I gotta stop by get some Haitian food.
Hakeem, your commentary, he was in Florida, Broward County.
I am ashamed of him. I am so ashamed of him. I'm ashamed of the fact that he's Haitian. I'm ashamed of the fact that he's playing these semantics. I'm ashamed that he's putting that Haitian business in danger. For a lot who don't know, that's Jack Boy, who used to be signed to Kodak, who has problems with Kodak, who started hanging with Kodak's ops, the ops are implicated in one of Kodak's artists unaliving. For him to do that, taunting your ops, there's been several attempts on this young man's life that you're talking about, which a young lady in Jacksonville got unalive because of him.
Yeah.
The man is a walk-it bullet bag. Nobody should listen. I actually liked his music at one point. I actually had respect for him because he's actually a good investor. He bought restaurants. He invested his money in California. He's not a dumb guy. And I also give respect to him because he retired his mom. But this I can't respect, my papa. This I can't respect. We got to do better, please, brother. Jack, I'm not saying this because you a gangster. I'm not. I'm going to go to court. Like real talk, I'm testifying. I'm pointing fingers. I'm getting in the witness protection program. Like I'm here trying to save the babies. You are a role model, fam. Why are you doing this? You don't need to do this. You already set a precedent. You still rich, even being blackballed in Florida. I don't know how he does it. He still has income coming in. He's not a dumb guy. But this stuff perpetuating against it, this is not the stuff we need to promote the kids. This is why I can't wait till we get back to hip hop. I can't wait till R&B get back, because this y'all doing is only saying that kids, this is the only way to get on. Fam, you don't have to do all this to pump. We listen to your music regardless. I stream his music. I stream it. But I'm not going to stream it if you're doing this, fam.
No, but I hear you. I would say Jack Boy is just, I don't know what he's thinking right now, because some people feel like, oh, I'm Mr. Untouchable. I'll call people out, they're not gonna touch me. But I think they keep forgetting. Look what happened to Nipsey Hussle. Look what happened to what's his name? What's the other guy that got gunned down over there because of his jewelry over there and all?
PNB Rock.
PNB Rock. I'm trying to tell you, all these guys thought it was untouchable, Mr. Untouchable, and they got touched. To me, calling your odds and telling your odds exactly where you're gonna be at is not a smart decision. Mama, he's still a young guy, and you kind of see why Kodak don't hang with him no more. Because look at the stuff he's doing. He's not thinking in his right mind. And I think hopefully people playing this clip and people doing review of the clip, he would get the point that, hey, I need to stop doing that and make sure I don't put myself in those type of predicament ever again. Because remember, there's people that hang with you, there's people that chill with you, and you put yourself in that type of predicament, which is very, very stupid and very, very childish.
Word to the wise.
Go ahead.
Last thing. Word to the wise. Parents, friends, people. If your homeboy in the street, stay 100 miles away from him. You're not going to live long. Because in these situations, the innocent bystanders always get unalived.
Facts. Somebody always get hurt. So before we go to the main topic, this man was trying to get out of court hearing because of his son. This clip actually went viral. So the judge was fed up with him because he said, "How can you play that clip?" I'm not even going to speak on it. It's just crazy. So I already know he brought his child to court, so you can have an excuse. Yeah, exactly. Go ready.
I'm not happy with you. You have a monitor on your ankle. It's been dead. Is it still dead now?
I keep my charger with me.
You keep your charger on you, but you don't use the charger because it has gone dead over and over. And I don't care if you come here with a baby to try to save your ass from going into custody.
I'm not trying to save him. I'm the only one that could watch them right now.
What's going to happen if you go to jail? You were to come back tomorrow. Don't come with a baby. Do you understand me?
Sir.
Don't come back here with the baby. Because if you're here and I put you in custody for one reason or the other, I will call CPS. Do you understand? I'm not happy with you.
Yeah, that's
You
how
have
it
a
ends. The
monitor on
judge.
your
So
ankle.
Hakeem, do you think the
It's been
judge
dead.
was
Is it
too
still
harsh
dead
for this
now?
young man?
Um,
Do you think the judge was too harsh for this young man? Go right ahead.
I watched this guy many times. He's actually was fair. He wasn't even supposed to get probation or ankle monitor. You playing games. Him using the child is like putting somebody up in front when they start shooting. That's what the guy just did. You can't say you want to do right and your ankle monitor is dead. I'll be trying to stay out of jail. So the judge did a favor. Because you want to know why? If he did, he could have called CPS right now. This would have been a whole situation. That guy been very fair, and he's been very tough as well. We need to be tough on criminals and dumb fools. I advocate for people to go to prison if you want to play games. We're not here to play games. We're here trying to save the babies. Let's not use the babies as an excuse for your pure ignorance or not trying to follow the laws of the land.
I agree with you, Hakeem. And shout out to Mr. Dialogue that's also in the building, guys. Make sure you subscribe to his channel as well. He got some really dope content over there cooking up. I think the judge was fair too as well. I think the judge, he knew he was a father with a child. He could have been very hard and say, "Hey, go ahead and lock him up." He said, "Nah, go ahead and just don't bring the child next time you come to your court hearing." Like, this was a child and stupid. It's just pretty much stupid. I think the guy was just trying to get out of pretty much a jail-free card. So he's like, "Look, I'm taking care of my kid. Don't do that to me," or whatever. But the judge, even though through that stupidity, he was still fair enough to have him like say, "It's all right, it's okay. I'm gonna go easy on you, but next time, don't let this happen again." Now, but shout out to Killer Swag, that's also in the building. Hakeem, I don't know, you got another final commentary before we head to the main topic?
No, I'm good. We need to be strict on laws, and we need to start being strict on our brothers for playing games in the hood.
So, guys, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Right now, we're about to head to the main topic. Shout out to Jordan that's not here today, but we send us our love and our prayers to him, and also his wife, his lovely wife, Zakia, and let him know that we do miss him. We want to make him know that we do miss him. I talked to him today. He's taking it one day at a time. So shout out to him. You know, his seat is never gonna be taken. So I want him to hear that because I know he's probably still listening in. So Hakeem, the gunman. They found the gunman. Well, they didn't find the gunman. They got an image of the gunman, the one that pretty much took down the United Healthcare CEO. They have him, Hakeem. They got the image. Play that clip and let the people know that, hey, the FBI got an image of the gunman.
United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson in New York City.
Police say gunmen shot Thompson from behind as he came out of a Manhattan hotel this morning. The incident captured on surveillance video. Eyewitness News reporter Carlos Guanda joining us now with the latest developments.
Well, police say this was definitely a targeted shooting, and they now believe the motive could be a grudge against the insurance company. Now, this all occurred in busy Midtown Manhattan on 6th Avenue. Surveillance video shows the moments the violence unfolded, and a warning, this video is disturbing. In the surveillance video, the victim walks by when the suspect comes from behind, points the gun, and shoots. The victim, Brian Thompson, was shot in his leg and his back. Police are reviewing these images as they search for the suspect.
It appears the suspect was lying in wait for several minutes. And as the victim was walking to the conference hotel, the suspect approached from behind and fired several rounds.
Officials say at one point the gun appeared to jam. When he cleared the jam, he resumed shooting. The suspect then ran into an alley, grabbed a bike, and was seen pedaling into Central Park. The NYPD is now releasing other surveillance images showing the suspect waiting in the area for the victim.
The shooter appears to be a light-skinned male. He's wearing a light brown or cream-colored jacket, a black face mask, black and white sneakers, and a very distinctive gray backpack.
Thompson was the CEO of United Healthcare, the largest health insurer in the world, and about to attend the company's annual investor conference. He was walking toward the New York Hilton Hotel and was alone, without protection. The victim's wife, Paulette Thompson, said he had been receiving threats but didn't comment about that in a statement to ABC News. She said in part, "We are shattered to hear about the senseless killing of our beloved Brian. Brian was an incredibly loving, generous, talented man who truly lived life to the fullest and touched so many lives. Most importantly, Brian was an incredibly loving father to our 2 sons and will be greatly missed." And police found 3 shell casings on the street along with 3 live rounds from a 9mm. They also found a cell phone, and now they're trying to retrieve any data. I'm Carlos Granda, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Carlos, thank you.
That was crazy, Hakeem. You literally said that on the last show, even though you was playing around, but you say that. But go right ahead, Hakeem. Your thoughts of them finding a suspect of the gunman.
Yeah. So, isn't the picture from a Starbucks was ordering a non-dairy caramel macchiato?
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah. He did what he did. Yeah.
He did. He said, Bob Russ say, look, after the first shot, he tries to clear a malfunction several shots.
Yeah, it jammed. It jammed. It jammed.
Look,
you can see it.
First off, if y'all looked at the he was using a silencer.
Yeah, he was.
He had the silencer on there. So I was like, he had to been trained in some way, but I did do a little bit of research on this. This guy traveled all the way from Atlanta to New York to do this.
Okay.
So this is a personal vendetta. And a lot of people got to understand United Healthcare, he said that's how he was ejecting live rounds. Yep, it was a silencer. It was a silencer. He was tilting the gun to the left while trying to clear the jam. He was working against gravity. That's another one. So and this is what I wish the guy who did this could understand. Yes, he's the CEO, but whatever that personal vendetta probably didn't come from the top. Yes, United Healthcare is one of the biggest, and a lot of people do not like them. They do deny a lot of claims. I'm just allegedly speaking. I know a lot of people don't have a good rap about them or a lot of insurance companies. People are terminally ill. I don't know. This person could have had a family member. For you to go to this extreme, somebody had to have been unalived, or somebody must be on his way out.
Man, good. I came you on your bag. I totally agree with everything you're saying. Don't disagree with me there. And I don't know if you saw, but there was a recent article that just dropped now because of the situation that occurred. They took all the board members out.
Yeah.
So people don't know who they are. That's why I keep telling you, I really personally believe it was an inside job. Someone didn't want him to be the CEO ever again. That's just my personal. Feds don't come after me. That's just my personal opinion. This is how things are looking. They're taking all the board members out. Now other companies are looking too. They be like, hey, they probably don't because this incident. They don't want other companies don't want them to happen to their CEO, so they're removing their chairman now.
Yeah. Charles Mader, shout out to you, man. Thank you for coming by and giving this great commentary. He says, anyone notice that the plot from the Saw movie is literally happening with less steps?
Good point. I didn't even see it from that point of view.
That is a good point, Charles.
That's a good point.
That is a good point, Hakeem. You called it the other day. Listen.
Hey, Dialogue, I just told him that. Before you came, I literally told Hakeem that.
I did. Listen, because I felt this. Listen, I went Aaron Brockovich. I said this had to be one thing that, and we've seen this movie plot before. Somebody terminally ill, they're mad at the insurance company. Somebody goes and put in work. You feel me? Trying to say
because they got denied coverage.
Because they got denied coverage. But now the guy who did that just threw his life away. The CEO don't make that call. Those are the adjusters. He said, "Hey, what's going on? What is this? Listen, we know insurance companies do not cover pre-existing conditions. Let's get that straight.
Correct. They should.
They should cover pre-existing condition. If you look like you're gonna cost them $200,000 to $300,000, they're dropping your insurance.
I don't understand why they do that when in the beginning you paying thousands of dollars. That what get me mad about some of these insurance companies. It's the same thing when it comes to housing insurance.
Yeah.
Especially in Florida. That's what people are upset about Florida about. They tell you to pay all these premiums. When you pay the premium package, now time for you to fix my house. You don't want to fix my house. I'm having to have to fight with these insurance companies. So what they do with the money then? They just paying the CEOs and that's it?
I'm asking the same question.
So, like Hakeem, if what you're saying, Hakeem, the way you broke it down on the last show, yo guys, go check it out. We actually clipped it up so you guys can actually go check it out where Hakeem literally breaking it down. You could go see like, hey, you know, Hakeem making a lot of good points when he came to that. Because that's why I thought Hakeem was joking, but when it looked like it's literally like what he said, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Hakeem, you saw the future, bit dog.
I did, but let's look at this. When I seen this, I said, hey, this is something that looks like this has to be and we got to be honest. When people are down to their extreme measures, they'll do some crazy things.
I agree. Yes.
You know, hey, listen. Do you okay? Hey, for a lot of us who still is a look. Do you remember the movie John Q?
Yeah, that was it. Why I just say that? Denzel.
Yeah,
the movie. Yeah.
Exact movie. John Q's son. They couldn't afford the surgery. The kid was going to be unalived. John Q up the pole and said, "Hey, we doing this surgery." He went to prison for the rest of his life.
And remember, not that, but you saw at the end of the movie. Even though it wasn't a real clip, but they were saying you saw people was having a discussion about like, hey, these insurance companies allowing people to pay high premium, and then when they pay the high premium, when it's time to get the surgery done, they don't want to do it. They don't want to perform.
That is true.
They get denied.
Narrative and dialogue say people ain't paying out health coverages. The South is bad for not helping the hardworking people.
Already, bro. That's a whole nother conversation. That's a whole nother conversation. For a whole nother day.
That's a whole nother. Listen, you hit it right on the head. Listen, I live in Florida. It's an issue. And I'm gonna tell you something. When you go to places like where you at to like Massachusetts has a form of universal health care. A lot of people don't know, which was made by a Republican. He was a conservative moderate, which was Mitt Romney. I lived in Massachusetts where you get mass health. Everybody, if you're poor, you just go to the hospital and that we pay taxes to cover it. But down here, down south, Mississippi, Alabama, Texas has some of the worst health care.
Yeah, they do. Worse. Terrible. The CEO dumped 15 million in the stocks right before the federal. You see what I'm saying? People are doing that. They doing their research. They're doing their research about. They're doing research about this CEO guy.
Yeah,
they're doing their research. But a lot of people are. But a lot of people that are CEOs right now, they're really upset because they say, "How come this CEO did not have a bodyguard?" Because every CEO has a bodyguard wherever they at because of they pretty much how valuable they are. They just don't go anywhere without no point of security. So they say how this gunman got so close. So that why it's two ways, Hakeem. They say it could be an inside job, or like you say, it was someone pretty much got upset and hunt him down.
That's it.
Follow him, say I'm taking him down, just like the John Q movie, and it's coming to broad daylight. Man, Hollywood and Hakeem, y'all like prophets. Real talk. It's not funny. It's a serious matter, but man, you was right on point, man. On point, boy. You saw it coming. You said it. You saw it coming.
Yeah, Barbara said he thought he was good for that. You're right. He says, have anybody been to Ghana before? We haven't, but we would love to go.
I would love to. That's one of my dreams to go to Ghana.
Are you going to take us? Do we have to come to DC so you can give us the front door service? You know what I mean?
Shout out to the mama, the loving the time event. She said, "Don't forget to support the Cal Culture Radio. Don't forget to support us by hitting. Don't forget to. You already know. Hit the like button to subscribe, to follow. You know, donations really cool because donation help us of course expand the platform. We really do greatly appreciate that, and also memberships. Thank you guys so much. I do gift membership. We really do greatly appreciate that. Go right ahead, Hakeem.
But the biggest support y'all can do is sharing our channel to us, Chaos Culture Radio.
Yes.
That's the biggest support you can do.
and your viewership is always important. Like I say, I
Everything,
always give you
bro.
guys a shout out because y'all viewership, y'all come each and every time we go live. We really do greatly appreciate it. And I shout out to the 80 people that's watching us right now on X. We appreciate you guys right now on X that's watching us right now, and also Instagram, Rumble, Twitch, and also Kick. Make sure you follow. I cannot stress that enough to make sure you follow so you never miss it when we go live. Not only that, but when we drop the clips. Because some people are not able to watch us go live, so that's why we chop the clips up so you guys can watch it for the people that can watch the whole live stream. So go right ahead, again.
Narrative and Dialogue says, he said, they are taking y'all money because some things are mandatory, but they are not giving you the benefit of it. This is why I would never move. Oh, 100%.
Florida.
Listen, I'll make y'all laugh. And this happens in Mississippi, Texas, Alabama. We pay taxes, but the way the government allocate the money, they allocate it to certain neighborhoods. And we see very well. And a lot of people think, oh, no, people in that area pay for it. No, it's taxpayers' money. A bulk of the money goes just like with schools and stuff like that. And you know what I mean? For a lot of people, y'all need to start going to town meetings, city meetings, and sit on and see what these boards are talking about. And this is how I started to learn that, okay, I paid for this. Or I paid for that. Or why is this district allocating $2 million, but over here the potholes are still that? And this is why being involved in local government is important. Being involved in your local and this and that, and advocating and voting the right person in there it is important.
Yeah, but that's what it is. Shout out to you, Dialogue. Whenever you're ready, I know you and Hakeem y'all be talking.
Yeah, I gotta hit him.
So we'll set that up. We'll set that, even if it's like an exclusive interview, even if it's under the paywall, but we'll talk about that later in the back. Dialogue, we would love to have you on the panel. Shout out to Liberated Soul.
Liberated Soul. Where you been, man? Where you been?
This big dog.
Where you been? I'm talking like I was.
Well, it is holiday season. A lot of people working, so I understand. Yeah. It's holiday season, so a lot of people working. So
shout out to you,
man. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, big dog. But we moving forward because time is against us. In other news, I don't know if you guys are aware. Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence kids are getting married.
They are.
So Martin Lawrence on a recent interview broke it down how him and Eddie Murphy are paying for the wedding. I knew it because I saw when they put the display out of them and that whole debauchery. I was like, it had to be Martin Lawrence and Eddie Murphy money. The way it was, I was like, it has to be their money. Well, go ahead, Hakeem, play that clip of Martin Lawrence talking about pretty much him and Eddie Murphy are paying for the wedding. Keep it within the family.
No. What should we call it? I think Martin Lawrence is paying for it. Listen to it.
Go ahead.
Her daughter Jasmine,
yes,
and Eddie Murphy's son
Eric.
Yeah. So did they just get engaged?
Yeah, they just got engaged.
Do they have the date already? Let me know because my suit in the hand.
Right.
Let me know. Hey man, with you and not Googling or the net worth, but we know you got some bread. We know that Eddie got some bread.
Right.
Who pays for the wedding?
Well, Eddie said I got to pay for it.
Who, you?
Because he said I got to pay for it because he paid for his last daughter's wedding. Like the last 6 weddings. So
what they got to do with you?
But he said it is my turn now.
So you can feel it.
So I don't mind. I don't mind.
It's your daughter Jasmine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. So you can't tell me that's their money. That's their money, man.
That's their money, yeah. Oh, this is beautiful.
That's beautiful. That was the proposal. You can't tell me that's not Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence money.
Yeah.
But it's so cool how Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence, they have that relationship. Like they don't really they really cool. Like they dope with it.
So let's also remember, first off, I gotta give this guy credit. You feel me? For doing a proposal like this. But celebrities' kids all go through the same school, they all hang with each other. You feel me?
Correct. That's a fact.
So you're gonna see, just like look. One of the Simmons sisters is with one of the Wayans, the kids. Wayans.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. With one of the Wayans grandsons. You feel me?
because you know why they got an easier access to that. But that's beautiful. That's a beautiful proposal.
This is a beautiful proposal.
Amari, like he's paying for Amari, like I don't care. Like
This is a beautiful proposal.
they got money. And remember, he just did Bad Boys. I think he got paid like 15 mil. You know, Eddie Murphy. You know, he's a producer. That dude there is just. They sitting upon money. They really don't care. And I didn't know Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy has a lot of kids.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he has 10. Look what Charles said. Charles said, we don't get a big mama and the Clumps get married in the theater. That's what he said. Shit, that was funny. That was a good funny one. Liberated so peace to y'all brothers. I've been grinding and staying out the way. I hope everything's been good with your family. Most definitely hope everything is good with you and your queen. He says, daughter's fathers pay for the wedding, which traditionally, that makes sense.
Yeah, traditional fact, yes.
He said, they say you have to pay for your daughter's wedding. It makes sense.
Normally. So if, let's say if Hakeem married his girlfriend, the father has to pay.
Yep.
And Hakeem just got to look pretty. Paul, so did he. Which is bad. And then when Hakeem have a baby girl, he got to do the same thing with his baby girl. He got to pay for it. It don't matter how much the car. Look, Hakeem, he like that. But look at Ruthless. Ruthless in the building. Shout out to Ruthless in the building. Yo is in the building.
Hey, Jordan got to pay for Nina's wedding.
He do.
You got to pay for Nina's wedding.
He gonna be stressed the hell out.
And he will. And listen. He'll have the money to pay for it soon. He
will. And then not only that, but Dialogue was asking what happened to Jordan. Jordan's dealing with a personal matter.
He's dealing with a personal matter.
Pray for him and his lovely wife. And when he comes back, if you want to disclose that information, he can.
He can disclose it.
All he wants us to do is just show love and show him how much we miss him. He will be back soon.
Yeah. He's going through some things right now, and we'll let him, if he feels comfortable talking about it.
Yeah, he'll talk about it.
He'll talk about it.
So, of course, he loves you guys. And he also sent out his love for you guys as well.
Yeah.
That's why we continue to give him shout out. And shout out to you guys that's also watching us on Rumble, X, Twitch, Kick, Instagram, Facebook. Thank you guys so much for tuning in each and every time we go live. So, we're going back to Tank now. I know today's not a Tank day, but Tank been dropping gems at the gym. He talks about on the same podcast on how pretty much homophobia is pretty much being preached among black men. Let's play that clip.
This is a good thing because there's something I want to talk about too.
Let's go ahead. Let's hit it. No, Ruthless not home problems. No, it's not.
No.
About black men and the homosexual conversation that is it is a mess. The phobia as it relates to black men is the elephant in the room. And no one will actually articulate their devastation, right? Because you have to think, like, for a black man, the worst thing to be called
is gay.
Is gay.
Yeah.
It's something about black men. You see it everywhere.
Yeah, for sure.
There's an attack on
there's an agenda.
Strong black men. But who's the attack coming from?
Do you believe there's an attack?
How?
No, I'm asking. Do you believe
again? That's my answer.
Oh, how?
How?
Well, I think as people say it, through media, through fashion, through what's acceptable. Because
who?
Because, like, if you think about it,
you see it everywhere.
Yeah, for sure.
There's an attack on
there's an agenda.
Strong black men. But who's the attack coming from?
Do you believe there's an attack? Back in our generation, we're this exact same age. We didn't see homosexuality. It's been around since the beginning of time, but it was your auntie's friend, your uncle's friend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now it's more in your face, more acceptable. It's more mainstream, actually trendy, you know?
Well, the world has gotten smaller. And so now we know that more humans exist. And we're actually able to see those humans living out their lives. We weren't able to see that before.
Back in our generation, we're the exact same age. We didn't see home.
Woo!
I already know there's a lot of stuff that was said. So Hakeem, your commentary.
I want people to hear me out. I want to talk about this with a loving hand. Before I go into, I'm gonna read my brother Nervin Dialogue's comment. He said, "Roni, you country as hell."
Yeah, I know.
He's from the
Is
South.
that Haitian accent come out of me?
He's from the South. No, but
I'm from the South.
There's
Go ahead.
also a Southern accent you got in there. You know, we're Southern Haitians. Hello, so Caribbean Southerners. So here's the thing. Narrative and Dialogue said, "Brothers, I am glad you're not afraid of covering anything. This has been too much hitting around in these spaces and acting like some for these dudes acting like they are mad because someone is gay." Narrative, you dead. He says, being called gay as a black man is not the worst thing. Can you be called, and here's some of your choice in life? Being called gay is not comparing to what these old people would call you. That's another thing.
Go ahead, King Rooster.
Rooster, you get it. He said, but they are really mad that they are openly gay and flamboyant sissy are not letting their secrets out. Now, I want to talk about this with a heavy heart. And I want to be careful about this because this is a community. These are our brothers. And we need to talk about this. And if anybody, we would love to have a show with somebody who's openly gay, to sit down and have a war room conversation with our brother. What is he saying is correct. I grew up in the 80s. We was extremely homophobic growing up. I'm from a Caribbean background, which was extremely homophobic. As time has progressed, we have to evolve. Us growing up in America, we have to embrace new ways. Now, typically, a lot of us have families, have family members, have friends who are gay. Secretly. Hold on, Ruthless. Let me land this plane. Who are gay, and there's this. We need to approach this in a different manner. Narrative and Dialogues has a good thing. We can't tiptoe around the conversation. We need to know how we're going to function around our people. These are our people. And then if we look at it, are we mad that they're gay? Or are we mad because it's gay sex? Because they're just regular people who have a particular interest in something.
I don't know. You see Ruthless comment. He say, and please.
Yeah. Listen, hey, I would want somebody openly gay to come talk to us so we can have a war. Because you want to know why? We are evolved black men. We have to have this conversation.
I agree.
We have to. We have to show people that we are intelligent enough to have this conversation and understand why are we homophobic? Why is it hard to have them integrate with us? Why are we outcasting them? Why are they in danger? Why is this and why is that? Why, because at this point we can't escape this. You know what I mean?
But we be on panels sometimes, and we be on panels where guys are openly homosexual, and there's no issue.
And listen, some of our top all come from Florida. Funky Dineva.
Yes, facts.
Saucy Santana from Florida.
Correct.
And it's another one who on the podcast called The Read. He is from Miami. He is openly gay. The guy from Moonlight, the movie, he is openly gay, all from Miami. And
what are you talking about, Hakeem?
You know what I'm trying to say? And listen here, We went to school. I went to school with guys who was openly gay.
Ruthless said, "What is there to talk about? There's a lot of things to talk about.
There
why
is.
why you feel uncomfortable
around
them?
Why can't they be like them being gay? Doesn't have nothing to do with our masculinity.
Correct. It don't have nothing to do with it at all. No.
You see what I'm trying to say? Them being flamboyant has nothing to do with our masculinity, unless we like that stuff and we have a problem coming out. You feel what I'm trying to say? Unless we have some traumatic experience and it's associated with that. So that, like, we can unpack this so many different ways. I can't speak on it because I don't know nothing. I would love somebody who is from the community to come. He can stop pandering to these. I'm not pandering. Hold on. Nathan Dollar said, yes, I believe the respect is grace because we people are human, not because that they owe it. People are mad for a number of reasons and not because the person is gay. 100%. I just say that. He said, I'm not pandering. I'm just saying it's such a taboo talking that it gets uncomfortable when we bring it up. He said they're mad because one, their own childhood trauma and what they may have happened to them and won't speak on it. Two, their sons and daughters are gay and can't shake it. Listen, I have friends, I have family who are openly gay and I support them. I love them.
Facts, Hakeem. Facts.
I can't say that I'm going to not support them, support the lifestyle, support their partners. These are family. I love them. They have been there for me. They have loved on me. I'm going to love on them and love on their partner. What I'm supposed to do? Do I follow a form of something toxic, or do I outcast somebody who's only been there for me because they like another thing? We need to learn to have these uncomfortable conversations so we can be able to function better with each other in our community. He said their narrative dialogue said their own past is being in sexual gay acts, but not that he say okay. He said they jump on the back of black women. They don't need you to have this conversation about this thing. They love knowing it was wrong. Listen, knowing what is wrong, Ruthless. Loving somebody is wrong. And when we talking about jumping on the backs, Ruthless, here's the thing, my brother. They haven't been able to find a space to have a conversation with regular black men who is comfortable enough to sit and have the conversation where it doesn't feel like it's infringing on their masculinity.
Breezy, I say in Africa home, my parents would have disowned me.
Woo!
That's real. Remember, some cultures they look down on homosexuality. They don't play around with that.
My mouth is getting dry.
Ruthless say, go ahead. Yeah, we can drop the link. Ruthless, go ahead.
Listen, we're going to drop the link. We're going to drop the link to our California expert. And listen, Narrative, if you want to come here and talk, Narrative, because Narrative, you shooting from the hip.
Yeah, Hakeem gonna drop the link for you, Ruthless, so you come on and give your thoughts on it as we get ready to wind down. Yeah, but it's a sad situation. You know what I'm saying?
It is. And a lot of people don't want to admit to it, Ron. But a lot of our homeboys back in the day was promoting homophobia. Let's be real.
Yeah, I know. And not that, but there's videos coming out. Even people that used to be in gangs was promoting it as well. But go right ahead. Ruthless.
So how you doing? How you been doing today?
Blessings in abundance, big dog. Doing well.
How you doing today? But hey, listen, before you speak, Ruthless, I love you.
Okay.
Before you always have me choke, Hakeem. You wanted me to know.
That's my brother. I gotta tell him I love him. Because I know he look like he about to go in.
So here's a question I have for Hakeem. Do you support murderers?
No, I do not.
Do you support rapists?
No, I do not.
Do you support racism?
No, I do not.
Do you support drug addiction?
No, I do not.
Do you support okay, so let's go back to racism, right? So
Yeah.
racism is a display of something you know that is wrong, but you display this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it would be the same thing as being gay, right? It's you know it's wrong, but you love to do it. There's no need to have a conversation. What are you going to talk about? What are you going to sit there and talk about? So why you like D? Oh well, you know you're not finna say that. So you finna go around and have this. He's gonna tell you about his life story, his childhood. Dude, people like what they like or love what they love. And once again, I do not agree with going out and jumping gay people, right? Beating them up and that. I ain't saying that, right?
Yeah.
Because, right, I'd be hypocrite because I have done wrong things in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, but to have a conversation about or to try to bridge or build a bridge between me and someone who's in competition, right? Because I like women, right? Well, actually, what I mean is, and he likes men, right? So therefore, to talk to a person like that would be right. Talk to a woman, right?
So how are you in competition though?
Well, I mean, he's in competition with the women.
But
he's fighting to be with men.
Yeah,
and the women are fighting. Most women are fighting to be with men.
Yeah, basically, but he wants to be with openly gay men.
So once again, it's fine for you to admit and accept the responsibility for the thing that you are, right?
Yeah.
Just like if somebody come out and say, "Yeah, I'm a murderer," right?
Yeah.
Not necessarily. That doesn't mean I'm going to agree with it, but I respect that you're accepting the person that you are, and that's accountability, right? And not trying to say I'm a murderer, but as a good reason. No, I'm just a fucking murderer. Same thing with being gay, right? Gay people come out, say they're gay. Hey, accept responsibility for the wrong thing that you indulge in. I'm not saying that, I respect you for this, but I will say this. I'm not going to judge you where I'm going to do something to you or, I'll have to cut you off, of course. Because, I mean, what do we have in common, right? I like women, you like men, right? So, I mean, you like men, so, like, you trying to, how are we going to hang out? What are we going to do, right?
Going overtime. Yeah.
I'm looking at girls, you looking at me, right? No, that's a bad situation. So, Hakeem, and I'm going to land it. Hakeem, you are wrong in the fallacy because you're sitting here, but you know what? You're just a typical black man. Because it's the same shit the black man trying to do to the black woman, right? The motherfuckers that don't want nothing to do with these black men, right? And the gay dudes don't want nothing to do with straight men because they don't need straight men, right? Because they jumped on the backs of black women. And they jumped on the backs of women, and now they have entered into power position. Do you understand that?
I understand, but I emphatically disagree.
So black women, I would just say women and gay men are basically united on certain fronts, right? That's how they got where they at, right? Because the straight men wouldn't mess with them. We didn't deal with them, but the women revered them because it's like someone worshiping them, and then they got them, and on the backs of the women they gained political power and positioning. This is why the baby can't sell them more album because he dissed them people, right? So they're kind of in around with the small hats and all that.
But before I go, go ahead, brother. Go ahead and speak, Koafi.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on, everybody?
What's good?
Hey, what's going on, Koafi?
Hey, man, look, brothers, it's good to be up here because this is a topic but when you really try to get down to the bottom of it, everybody want to dance around it. You know what I'm saying? And really, we ain't got no problem with people being who they are. Who the fuck do we need? Excuse me, but who are we to try to give somebody approval on who they need to be? You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I don't live the lifestyle. But the thing is, when dudes do too much talking about it, you can tell that something is wrong. You see what I'm saying? And then when you confront them with it, here it is. Oh, no, we can't be around these people. We can't do this. We can't do that. What's going on? Let's settle it. What's going on?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's always, and I'm not trying to be funny because I'm in the fashion industry, but it's always the most unattractive dude worried about what gay people doing. Even a sissy don't want you, so why are you worried about it? You know what I'm saying? It's
you do have a point though, Hakeem. You got a point there.
They wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole. So my thing is, if you don't dwell in that lifestyle, leave it alone and just mind your business. That's just the whole point. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I don't care what nobody else do. Do I have family members that are? Yes, my little brother. He's 25 years old, and I love him.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And my dad couldn't beat the goddamn gay out of him. The church couldn't pray it out of him. So what? You know what I'm saying? And he's one that really turned himself into a woman. But what I learned about this space is that when these dudes find out, even a dude that looks extremely just hardcore masculine and straight, they find out that he's gay or whatever, then they want to use that against him and go, hey, man, you know, you're too worried about the sexual part of it. Why are you so deep in that? You're screaming too loud about something you claim not to know about. You know what I'm saying? What's up?
So think about it, right, is there's no more conversations that needs to be had, right? So there've been millions and millions of conversations about this, right? So we all understand what it is, right? There's no more in-depth.
I don't know what it is, Ruthless, because I don't participate.
No, what I mean
hold up. We too worried about the sexual part of it.
I'm speaking to Hakeem's rhetoric, right? Not necessarily to you. Hakeem's rhetoric is let's have a conversation, right? To someone who is very revered out here by them, especially the women, right? And they have their own forces, right? So all they will want to garner from you is worship, right? That's the only thing. If you say anything other than worship them, then you're an enemy. So what are you going to conversate?
I don't know nothing about all that, brother. But I'm telling you is that I ain't seen nobody around here asking to worship.
Let's just I'm not speaking to you, right? But
I'm still speaking about it
towards the conversation, right? What type of conversation are you going to have with these type of people who already have a great understanding? They're the fastest growing religion in America, right? In the world.
No.
Yes, they're the fastest growing. They can't.
I ain't trying to be funny, brother, but you all over the place.
No, I'm just talking to Hakeem. No, I'm just talking to Hakeem. I'm just saying is, get people to have a conversation with them about them being what they know that they are, that they're proud of.
No. Not. Go ahead, brother.
Everybody don't identify with the flag, brother. Don't you know that? Everybody don't believe in being openly gay or dealing with the flag. See, you too focused on the sex part of it. You know what I'm saying? He's too focused on the sexual part.
And I don't know if you heard me clearly when I said this. We need to have a conversation. Why is it uncomfortable for us to talk about it? Why is it uncomfortable? No, it is. It is an uncomfortable situation.
It's like this, right? What the uncomfortability is, knowing that you're talking to somebody who's potentially lusting after you while you're talking to them. That's the only.
That's not true.
Crazy.
That's not true.
Ruthless, who's lusting after you? Tell us who lusted.
Listen.
No. I want to know who did that in this case.
Let's be clear, right? This guy,
Ruthless. No, I can't see.
And I'm last second. He's a hunter of men. He wants men. I'm not here to judge. Listen, let me make a disclaimer. I'm not going to do that to him. I'm not trying to go out and lynch these dudes. I'm not trying to do none of that. What I'm saying is, you're trying to have a conversation.
And those guys are men just like me and you, and they will beat the shit out of you.
Somebody who has a mindset, right, that he wants a man. Now, what are you going to talk about? He's looking at you like a tasty snack. So what is that? That's the
that's very feminine. My God, that want to be a damn woman. That's what you think about. You've been around too many dudes that are feminine.
I have homies who are gay, and we can't hang out. We can't hang out.
Why though?
It happened to you, but I don't have that kind of. I don't have that kind of situation.
He's chasing people like me, and I'm chasing women, right? So we don't have nothing in common. What are we gonna talk about?
There's a lot to talk about.
I prefer not to even worry about what you do in your bedroom, even with your wife.
We're hanging out, right? We're hanging out, right? Men, when they hang out, straight men, we hang out together. Yeah, we hang out. How we look at the women like.
But why do every time, even we go to a barbershop? Why every time we go into a barbershop or somewhere like that, a subject when ain't number men we talk about gay shit. I'm sick of it.
Okay, so
why can't we talk about our wives and girlfriends and the things that we're doing in our family? We always we always result to LGBT.
Okay,
and
so
that's
that's another conversation. What I'm talking about.
No. This is where we at right now. Let's talk about it.
Conversating with these people is frivolous, right? Because they are what they are, and we have nothing in common when it comes to what our mindsets are.
You don't know who is. If your job can keep your mouth shut about these things and your money, why are you worried about it? You need to go in there and do your job and worry about the woman that's giving you pussy every night.
So the point I'm making is
what you need to worry about.
I'm not saying I laid the disclaimer out already. I could be around these people working, do what I got to make my money.
Who cares if you are or
not? Hakeem made a qualifying statement. That's what I'm speaking to, right?
Okay.
What was my statement then? Tell me what was my statement.
Hakeem wants to have an uncomfortable conversation.
It is.
It is uncomfortable.
It's very uncomfortable. Since you're going off, we need to know why.
I'm just saying what I'm trying to out. What I'm thinking. Let's have an uncomfortable conversation to people who are not like us, right?
No, they are like us. They just want some. No, they are. Listen, we need to have
the aspect of the mindset of a man being fully masculine and wanting
they still are masculine men.
There are some very masculine men out here.
They're still
masculine.
You don't know who is ruthless. You ain't stupid. You a grown ass man. You ain't stupid.
They're acting.
You don't know who is what. Are you in the bedroom with your homeboys? You don't know what they do.
One thing about it, right?
Facts.
Who you hang out with? We chase women. That's what we do.
And that don't mean nothing.
That doesn't.
Niggas are chasing the women all day long.
I'm just saying it's a part of the manly thing, the manly man.
No. That's just one aspect of it. Listen, all men are not monolith. We all don't chase women. We all click and connect in different ways.
Huh? You said what else do we
money, life, success.
Well,
correct.
And we don't lead with our pockets, Rufus.
Yeah.
You're not hearing me. So you're responding. I said women is a part of it. Now, I didn't say it's the full thing.
And I get that, but women is not the main.
And let me tell you something. I've even heard you back in the day, Rufus, when you said, "Oh, I don't want to be around no gay folks, but I'll have two women in the bed with me." That's still gay.
No. Not making and kissing on each other is all good. So once again, right? All I'm saying is this, Hakeem. There's enough information. We got Google. Everybody knows about the transgenders and all the things. We have all the knowledge. The only conversation you're going to have up here with them is what? To hear the same shit we've been hearing for the last 20 years?
No. Let me tell you what the conversation.
Why are you Googling it anyway? Why?
Let me tell you something.
Why? Why are you Googling it?
I'm just saying it's off the.
I mean, because when I hear you in these spaces, Rufus, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I hear you talk about is the sexual part of it.
I talk about the women.
Get your mind out of the gutter. See, all these niggas around here, they want to live that life. That's what it is.
Here's the thing, right?
Y'all want to live that life, brother.
I learned this in the penitentiary, right? That you don't put yourself in positions that might have a bad outcome for you, right? So this is why I'm not going to hang out with a gay man. Not saying that, hey, that's his life over there, but we're not going to hang out because if he slips up and misunderstands something, I'm laughing and talking, and he takes that as I'm feeling him or something, and he's do something wrong, it could cost him, right? So just to keep that out the table, I separate myself. Now, like I said,
put it on the table right then and there. It's understood. My thing is, I don't need to. Me personally, when I deal with business, and I'm speaking strictly business, you should not be going no other way but business. Period. You know what I'm saying? When I film, I don't ask a dude if he's gay or not, because I don't care. And if a motherfucker come to me and ask me that, I'm gonna say, why you need to know that? Simply, are you trying to witness my bedroom? You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not even gonna tell you what I do with my woman. So why the fuck are you gonna ask me some crazy?
And it's because of what business, right? Because if I'm dealing with a nigga like Diddy, right, it's not going down. Fuck that money. All money ain't good money.
See, man, your mind is in the gutter. Let me just say this, Hakeem. This is why I'm doing a mini documentary right now called. I'm doing a mini documentary right now called bigger than Bad Boy Records, Sean Puffy Combs, because I was on the label. I was on the label, and I know that people will lie, and I'm not taking up for anything done. But right now, we are in the court stages of this. You see what I'm saying? And when you find people that go around talking all this shit, these people that are content creators that have not done the research, they too concerned about the baby oil, the lubricant, and dudes and all this gay shit. They concentrating too much on the sex part of it.
No, Ruthless.
I'll give you a pass.
Rufus, let him finish. Let him finish, Rufus.
I said 500. That's all.
I'm worried about if he drugged folks, if he took people against their will, messed with children. And we don't hear that too often. These niggas are too worried about what kind of lubricant, booty grease, and baby oil and all that. This is what they worried about.
No Diddy.
Yeah, this is what they worried about.
All I'm saying is, I'm not trying to convict Diddy. What I'm saying is, if a guy like that comes, hey man, you want to make some money, you want to do business? I'll tell him I have to pass.
Let me ask you a question.
Who's gonna ask you, man?
Listen, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. This is why this conversation has to be had. I've been in the streets just as long as anybody. I've been in different spaces. I've never been disrespected. What you're talking about is something that is a rare occasion where somebody might step out of line on something, and even then, it's not even like that.
So what are you gonna talk about, Hakeem?
What I'm talking about is how we can better because here's the thing.
No better.
No, hold on. No.
You can't police people on what to talk about.
Hold on.
You don't even like to take conversation. He don't like to take the tape video. He don't like you playing the tape video. This is what it was.
Let me take.
I'm gonna let you finish. I'll give this a you want to better understand. You want to better understand why this man wants man. Is that what you're saying?
No. I want to better understand how can I understand him and how can I just love on him as him being a person. Not listen, hold on, no, pause. And how can I better navigate what is disrespectful, what is not disrespectful?
So you're coming to acquiesce then.
Acquiesce. I'm trying to acquiesce. This is still no, hold on.
Go ahead, Hakeem. Go ahead.
Listen. Listen to me. Listen. I have family members. I have friends. I have somebody who I was talking who has a family member, and me as a man evolving. I want to evolve, and I want to just understand. And I notice in our community, we are not good talking about this. If we're people and we supposed to love on people, it's just the same way as saying, if you Muslim, I'm Christian. I want to come talk to you and understand, hey, you're Muslim, let me learn from you and understand you as a person so we can coexist better.
I'll say so.
And listen, I'm not worrying about the sex aspect of it. I'm worrying about him as a person and how he's living and how can...
No, man.
No, hear me. No, hear me. Ruthless, hear me out. And this is the issue, Ruthless. No, here's the issue. This is the issue. And this is why we can't get nowhere as a people. Because you want to know, no, hear me out. Because when things like this are so difficult, so taboo, and this is why they feel like they're outcasts in our own community. And people,
They used to feel like outcasts.
They still are outcasts.
They still are. They still are.
Not anymore.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
This would nip it in the book. This would nip it in the book. No, you keep on shaking your head.
No, Ruthless. Let him talk, please.
It's a very important comment that you two.
Listen, hold up, brother. Hold up. Just let me say this.
I'll let you finish.
You don't want me to say it because you know it's gonna hurt. You know it's gonna hurt. That's why you don't want me to say it.
Listen, even in the pen. Listen to me. Even in the pen, right? If you were gay and black, you still have protection.
You talking about the pen? You keep.
We not on the pen.
But I'm giving you an example so you can understand that.
That's not everybody's life, though.
Listen, Hakeem. Even though there's homies that were gay, right, and they were black in the pen, right, and doing them homosexual things, they were still under the protection. Like no other race could come in and put hands on them.
So you have a problem with the fact that they have protection?
The point I'm making. Hold
on. Let him finish, and then and listen. And when you're done, Ruthless, he's going to talk and let him finish. Good.
So the illustration I'm giving here to you is, even though growing up in the hood, we had homies that were Fruity Loops, right?
Don't say that's disrespectful. Don't say that.
Okay, Fruity Loops. So
no, ruthless.
Gay? Okay, they were gay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we had homies that was that, but if another race come in, or niggas was trying to bully these homies, there was homies that still these niggas wasn't getting bullied going to school. Now we weren't socializing great because they're under different ideology, right? But we didn't go and fuck with them, right? We didn't just say, like, you bitch ass nigga done that. All we did was let them live their life. I had a homie that business come dress up. We didn't say nothing to them. I didn't agree with it, but I have. So they've always still been protected. Like, couldn't no other race come and say, hey, man, we finna fuck you up because you're this. But we would step in like, no, regardless, right? That's our brother. So they've been getting that. They've been getting that from family and strangers, right? So don't sit here and say like they've just been like we just been running them off the block, or like we been.
No, nobody not saying that, Rufus. Let me get it in.
No, I'm telling you that. Yeah, I know. Since I've been growing up, they've always been protected still, even though we didn't agree with your ideology. So what do you mean? What is better understand? We understood that they didn't like what we like for our sexually attractiveness, but that didn't mean that they weren't the homies. That didn't mean that we're gonna let another mother come touch them and then be consequences.
Ruthless.
Let him finish. Let him talk, Ruthless.
That's one aspect of what you're talking about. I do understand. Maybe you had some dudes push up on you. Maybe you around dudes that lust after you. I don't know what it is, but I ain't never had no shit like that. And I tell you this, some of these dudes are just like females. When I say the mindset, not as in looking like a female, they're very picky. And I'm being honest, you would not be the type that they would go after. I'm in the fashion industry and I know. So why would you even be worried about that, brother? you wouldn't fit the bill. But the whole point I'm trying to say is we're too worried about the sexual act of it. That tells you where your mind is at. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know who is what. We would look at a dude because he speaks proper English and think, oh, he's gay. Oh, he's wearing a bow tie, so he's gay. Oh, he's walking around with you doing the same thing that you say black women do to black men.
No.
What you doing? Don't hold up, brother. Hold up. Yes, you are. And you have been doing.
I ain't judging nobody.
And let me say this. And another thing I've seen in these spaces is that when it gets deep like this, the thick of it, we don't want to talk about it, but we constantly do all this pause, this no diddy. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And talking about how moist some other man's booty hole is. I mean, that's gay to me.
Okay.
Gay jokes and all that kind of stuff. And
hold
on, hinting around to all that kind of stuff. Why can't we just have a regular conversation like men about men and women? And all the time we look up, it always leads to this.
Okay.
Somebody got something going on, even in the barbershops, in jail. I used to be a correction officer. You know what I'm saying? So now we having it and it's here. Let's have the goddamn conversation.
My point is this. Listen, I don't worry about gay people as far as attacking me or anything, right? I don't.
But you can't tell people what to talk about.
No, damn, homie. Damn. I just let you go on and then let you do. Well, I don't worry about what a gay person is doing. I understand them. I understand everything that they want something that's unnatural or I would say uncommon to a lot of men, right? That's their business. I don't really let them live their life and God and them will deal with that, right? That's not for me to go and track down these guys and hold them accountable. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, what is there to fucking talk about? You're gonna sit down and have a talk.
It's a lot to talk about.
You're gonna talk about what? Oh,
if you don't like it,
why do you think you're different from everybody
just
else?
Click off the conversation, Rufus. That's all you gotta do.
Come on, man. Why are you different from other men? We know that. Or why do you like what you like? We know why, right? We know all those answers, right?
No, we don't. Some people were molested.
We know that
some people were great.
Hold up.
Some men still got that in them, and they're 40 years old and they want to talk about it.
Wait, hold up. We know they like it because they desire it. That's what we do know that.
No.
Well, at the end of the day, we at the 2 hour mark. So, guys, final thoughts on this topic here. I know that we have to probably do a part 2 to this one.
No, we have to do a part 2, but it has to be more controlled.
Yes,
and more control, because listen. I want us to evolve as people.
Mm-hmm.
That's my main goal here. I'm not trying to stay stagnated. I'm not 25. I'm not 21. I'm 43. So as me being the girl, I've got to set an example for my nephews and stuff. I need everybody to be the type of man that is revered, and we have to be able to have a conversation and try to understand people in all walks in life. And this is why, as a black man, we need to evolve. And evolve is talking about things that affects us.
No, but to be honest with you, even though people may not like, because this is my final thought, even people may not like Ruthless' comment or his commentary on this topic, he does come from a different point of view. So that's why I say his point of view is needed. Because this is what's going on within the black community, of course, among black men. This is how some black men are thinking. Some black men are thinking like Ruthless, even though it may not be right or wrong, but they are thinking like him. So that's my final thought. So Ruthless, your final thoughts, and Kwafi, your final thoughts.
He long-winded, so I'm gonna take mine, and then I'm gonna go. I just want to say this. I got love for Ruthless because I've been on panels with him. I know what Ruthless, I do. I get it. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't mean because I know about what goes on in this world and the industry that I'm in that I participate in it. But I'm just used to being around people. I didn't get to where I am even on social media right now, just dealing with people in the black manosphere and people on the Fight Club and different sectors. I got all kind of people subscribed to me. So if I go with that rhetoric of, oh, you can't come over here because you XYZ, and this is a regular brother, and he decided he'd reveal that to me, so what? But then again, I might ask, well, why would you tell me that? I didn't even need to know it. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's the whole point. We get
good point.
Men in these spaces, we are too sexually frustrated to where it has gone down to like gay conversation and Diddy oil. You know what I'm like?
I agree.
Oh my God, it's just too much. You know, the jabs talking about somebody man boobs. I hear it all day long on YouTube. You know,
he's not lying.
No, he's telling the
truth. You know, he's not lying. He's telling the truth.
And then when we can't hold a decent conversation, we take jabs at each other. Same thing we don't want women doing to us, we do.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Woo. Subscribe to his channel, guys.
Yeah.
I already posted this link right now because we got 100 people watching us right now on Twitter. So you guys link our post over there on the Twitter world. Thank you guys so much for coming on the panel, of course, Ruthless and also Kwafi. Thank you for coming on, man.
Kwafi,
we really do
appreciate you, brother.
We're 100, man. You were dropping gems. Ruthless, of course, your final thoughts before we head up on out of here.
So I just want this to be clear, right?
Yeah.
So I want to lay this foundation correctly before this final is I don't have a personal problem with gay men. I have my war or my fight is not with them. I do not even lose one wink of sleep worried about what they're doing in their personal lives. Neither do I have a problem with most men in America, right? Yes, it's a personal attack on me where I feel disrespected, and then I'm going to handle it from there, right? But all I'm saying is, Hakeem, I believe you're bad for this community in this aspect.
What?
Because, yes.
Hey, Ruthless is crazy.
Oh my God.
Hey, Ruthless, man, that was a crazy. We got like 100 people watching us right now on Twitter, and you say something like that.
Because listen, the one thing I do know about black people, we love to talk. Yeah. And we love to put our business on the out, right? And to talk about something that's been around since the beginning of time, right? Via Sodom and Gomorrah, right? Something that's been around forever. It's not like it's new and it's we're at the brink of something that just it is understood greatly, right? We understood as humans that certain people have things about them that they desire that's not common amongst men, and that them and God will deal with that. To talk about it and go into detail about their perspective will be poison because they're not going to hold themselves accountable and say, "Well, this is wrong, and I don't want other men to do this."
But what if? But how is it wrong though?
Because if you're not going to hold yourself accountable first and say this is wrong,
How is it wrong though? What's wrong about it?
Being gay and wanting other men is wrong.
There's nothing. There's nothing wrong about it. That's just somebody's lifestyle.
You're a problem because you're sitting here telling men who want to fuck other men that they're right when it's wrong. You might as well. So you're falling in line with the American government, right? To say that a man can call himself a woman can call himself a man, right? So you're all that's along those lines, right? So, and I'm gonna land it here, right? So, to the men other than Hakeem, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, dude, we know what they are. We know what the LGBTQ, whatever other letters there are. We know what they are. Hey, they got their own little white, they got their little power, and we're away from them, right? But we do not need to sit here and conversate about them unless they're coming out here to hold themselves accountable for their erroneous acts, right?
Ruthless, you're gonna get me.
Their fallacy to want to chase other men. If it ain't coming in to take accountability for that, because we ask the women to take accountability, right? If you're not asking this man to take accountability, what the fuck is there to talk about? I'll land it.
Oh, it landed. I can't even comment on that. Like, share, subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Right now, Ashton is live. The creator of the Shiesty Adventure, he is live. So, guys, make your way over there to Ashton Williams channel. Tell the brother we sent him over there. He is live right now with his lovely co-host, Mimi. Shout out to you guys. Kawafi for being on the panel. Ruthless, thank you so much for being on the panel, big dog. I thought you were going to go back to the Lion's Den. But we will have a part 2 to this because I think this was a really, really dope conversation. I think this is a conversation that needs to be had. We had 100 people watching us right now on X. So y'all channel was promoting over there. I made sure to drop the link over there so the guys, because people that are watching on X could also subscribe to you guys' channel and get to know you guys as well. So people on X, this is how we get down over here on the YouTube side. So if you're missing the D conversation, make sure you come over here and subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is the Chaos Culture Radio side. Shout out to Jordan, who's unfortunately wasn't here with us today. Hopefully he'll be with us back next week. But we send us love and prayer over pretty much over there to him. Shout out to the lovely Natasha Vincent, the mother, for being in the building, always holding the drum, dropping the links, and letting people know where to subscribe to. Shout out to Miss Jill. Hey, Miss Jill, how's it going? Thank you so much for swinging by. King Rooster, thank you so much for your commentary, swinging by. The lovely Mimi, co-host of the Shiesty Adventure, was also in the building. She probably right now over there on Ashton Williams' side. Shout out to her. Shout out to all the new subscriber. Bobby, what's the other new subscriber we had over here? Hakeem.
Bob Russ.
Shout out to Liberate Show. Killer Swag that was also in the building. Who's the other one?
It was a bunch of people. Hey, but shout outs to Kawafi, man. Thank you for coming up. We gotta
thank you so much.
We have to do a show.
We gotta do a part. We gotta do a show and we gotta do a part 2.
Yeah.
We gotta do a show and we gotta do a part 2. But Rufus, I ain't gonna lie. I know people may have mixed emotion about Rufus, but sometimes those type of conversations, you need a guy like Rufus on the panel because he brings the difference, a different opinion. And that's what we need to have so we can see every guy's point of view. I would say shout out to Rufus. Shout out to Next Level, who are also in the building. Shout out to Liberated Soul, who also was in the building. Shout out to those watching us on Instagram. I'm sorry, my internet connection over here is terrible, so I was not able to see all you guys who was commenting on Instagram. But thank you so much for tuning in because I heard I was still live, but I could not see you guys comment. So I was still live. So I was not able to see people comment that was watching us on Instagram. Go ahead.
There was a bunch of people that was watching us on Instagram. Gotta Eat Apparel. I'm His Queen. J Rose, Bayesian Queen 32, Sevion Noor, Legendary Man.
But shout out to you guys, man. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Shout out to you guys watching on Facebook. Bobby, because I know Bobby gonna watch the review. Shout out to you, Bobby. Let's share. We love her. We still pray for her that the atmosphere is recovered.
Shout out to Gorilla Black.
Shout out to and also Sky that we can't wait till her recovery so she can come right back on the pretty much on the show like her spot is never being taken. So shout out to her. Shout out to all you guys. Make sure you go to Chaos Culture Radio community tab, in the community tab where you find Prince Hakeem book. And also don't forget to go to Chaos Culture Radio description where you find the Chaos Culture Radio t-shirt, what I got on, the Chaos Culture Radio hat. I don't have that, but we have the sweaters, the jackets. Hakeem, not the jackets, the sweater, but we all working on the jacket and it's taking forever because I think it's winter, you know. But when the jacket drop, we will have it. So I apologize for that. Victor wanted us to interview. Victor, I'm gonna screenshot the name and I'm gonna hook him up. We actually know somebody within the space that is a trans, that is a part of that community, and we won't mind interviewing that person. I'm gonna look it up. Thank you, Victor. Thank you for that.
And
We'll do it. We'll set it up. We'll set an interview because we want to do something different. We want to have those type of conversation over here and make sure like it's a free space that nobody's gonna feel like they're being judged or mistreated any type of way. We want to have these deep type of conversations.
No,
I think it must be had. Go ahead.
We need to.
It's needed.
It's needed because I was inspired because Saucy Santana was on a podcast full of other black men and they was having that conversation. And it touched me because
I saw her.
You saw that? It touched me because, you know what I mean? We got a lot of family members who are that and we need to try to advocate for them. And this is something I wanted to talk to Rufus about. I said, what do you do when it's a family member? How can you best support them and advocate for them? So we have to change our mindset.
Yeah, Kawavi, hit up Hakeem and he'll show you where to go get the shirt. But we also have it on the description. But hit him up by Hakeem and see what Hakeem can do for you. You know what I'm saying? But we appreciate you guys. You know, Mimi have a shirt that she be rocking it sometimes. You know, some people have like Hakeem, you know, me and Hakeem and Jordan, we've been working digitally hard to make sure this KL Culture Radio be the biggest thing on the planet. And you guys making the dream come true. That was a shout out to you guys, man. Twitch, Kick. Thank you guys so much. Go ahead, Hakeem.
Hey, shout outs to Cartel and Narrative. I really appreciate this comment. He say, Hakeem, don't worry about these. Has to be y'all. I appreciate that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Kawhi, you got his information. Let's set something on, man. Bro, you deep, my brother.
No.
Ruthless deep too. Sometimes with Ruthless, Ruthless, you know, you gotta find a balance. But right now, Ashton's on live, guys. Go over there, show that brother some love.
Go to the Shiesty Wim show.
Go over there right now. You know, thank you for tuning in to KL Culture Radio. We'll see you guys Monday. We over and out.